A very warm welcome to Bridge Road Stadium for tonight's Isuzu FA Trophy first qualifying round matchup between Cambridge City and Yaxley. Just a very quick note that before kickoff, there will be a minute's silence in honour of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, who sadly passed away last week. As it is, we are getting ready to welcome the two teams onto the field. So the team news for today, starting with the visitors, Yaxley Town. A couple of changes for Andy Fennell's side. Joshua Hales is between the pipes. John Paul, Duncliffe, Toby Salmon, Diadier, Camara, Jesse Aaron, Hamilton Bunga, Lewis Buchan, Liam Hook, Thomas Walmsley, Daniel Cotton, and Luke Harris. They are the starting 11. Harris, Buchan, Salmon, and Hales entering the lineup. They did not feature last time out in that 4-1 away loss to Corby. On the bench for Yaxley, Emmanuel Osilaja, James Hamill, and Scott Walmsley. For Cambridge City, again, changes for them. Joe Welch is in goal. He replaces Louis Chadwick as well. Matty Miles, Ben Siggers, and Ryan Sharman are not amongst the squad for today. So the complete Cambridge squad: Joe Welch, number 2, Daniel Akubuine, Mikey Davis, Scott Bridges, Yora Fusu, Taylor Parr, Ben Nolan, Matty Miles, Ed Rolfe, Simon Swinton, and Jake Battersby, of course, formerly of Yaxley, has 3 goals on the season for the Cuckoos already, before making the switch to Cambridge City. On the bench for Robin Nightingale, Connor Barnes, Ben Bradley, Ali Conway, Bradley Gothard, and Tommy Rigby. And keeper on the bench for either side, as has rather been customary so far in the season. Of course, this is a trophy matchup, but both sides have been struggling in the form in the league. Cambridge City on a run of 3 losses. They have not scored since that 1-1 draw with Corby. Last time out, they lost 2-0 to Hinckley away from home. Nicholas Reeve and Andre Williams with the goals for Hinckley. It's been a very similar story for Yaxley, currently bottom of the table in 20th, yet to get a win. Just 1 point on the board. They have been letting in goals, 28 of them to 8 scored. Last time, they lost 4-1 to Corby Town. Ethan Johnston, not amongst their squad today, with the turned out to be a consolation goal. Collins, Arthur, and Burrows with the goals for Corby. They have been on the wrong end of a couple of tough ones this year. A 9-1 away loss to Harbour Town. And again, Battersby is one of their leading scorers. He's got 3. Thomas Walmsley has 4. Of course, Battersby lining up opposite them today. He wears 11 for Cambridge City. As the two sides have met, they are currently shaking hands. The shake of hands line, something that we've seen too much of this season. And then Cambridge City going through their paces in that final warm-up. Quick steps to sprinting through the cones. As Yaxley in all blue taking to their side of the field. They'll be coming back into the centre circle in just a moment. Like I said, a 1 minute silence in remembrance and honour of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Referee today is Stuart Cheek. He is assisted with Kenedig Katanak Chell and Adam Everett, his officials alongside him. Some more general club news for Cambridge City. Alfie Wren, he has been confirmed to have left the club on Monday, work commitments, but the club have wished him all the best. And Isaac Maynard, he is on loan or a dual registration at Newmarket Town for the remainder of the month. An immaculately respected minute silence, as you would expect. The two officials, the two benches, shaking hands ahead of the matchup. Cambridge City in the first half will be playing from right to left from our commentary position in their traditional lily white jerseys, black shorts, black socks. Yaxley, of course, playing in reverse in their all blue attire. Bit more housekeeping for today's game. It is 90 minutes and then straight to penalties if we are level at the end of the contest. And the two captains in the midfield discussing, I think, the full procedure with our match official, Stuart Cheek, and then we will be underway. Two teams in readiness, getting the final instructions from the referee. In fact, the coin toss is just taking place. So handshakes, and we are ready to go. That was Daniel Cotton, the captain of Yaxley, and Scott Bridges, the Cambridge City FC captain. Massive thanks to you for joining us here on the Split Focus Sport YouTube, bringing you live commentary of Cambridge City versus Yaxley in the Isuzu FA Trophy first qualifying round, live from the Bridge Road Stadium in Histon. And we will be looking to bring as many live broadcasts from Cambridge City as we can this season. It's great to have you along. Yaxley are going to kick off once all the officials are set to go. Hand is in the air from the ref. And we are underway in the FA Trophy first qualifying round. Yaxley kicked off and it's being moved around on this right-hand side, the near side. Chipped, aiming for space behind Taylor Parr. Joe Welch, his first bit of action is to clear it long downfield. Chested down by Rolf. Bridges, high into the night sky, looking for Battersby. Couldn't be flicked on there by Swinton. And Yaxley with their captain Cotton. A chip ball. Again, in the space behind Parr. Little bit of a press on there by Walmsley. And that's straight out of play, just inside Yaxley territory from the keeper Welch. Duncliffe to take. Long throw down the line. It's been well dealt with by Parr. And that gets away from Simon Swinton. Parr sends it back, and it's a bit of head tennis in the final third for Cambridge. Just hooked downfield, but he will be offside, Ed Rolfe. Good out ball from Bridges. A little bit too keen that time from Ed Rolfe. Into the starting lineup in place of Matty Miles. Again, a couple of changes for Cambridge City. Louis Chadwick, Matty Miles, Ben Siggers and Ryan Sharman will take no part in today. They have not been listed in the matchday squad. As Cambridge City trying to clear it out of their own half. It's been chested down. Beautiful turn by Aaron and hit down the line. Again, behind Davis. If they are trying to attack that space, they're not sending bodies into that area as it's been dropped back to Welch. High ball hoofed back by Toby Salmon with Ofosu with pressure on. Ofosu shepherding the ball out of play, but that was good pressure from Lewis Buchan. So we are in the very early going here. Bridge Road Stadium. And again, thank you for joining us on Split Focus Sports YouTube channel. As that's a wonderful turn, pull down and turn by Ben Nolan. It's been chipped into the area. Unconvincing scuffed clearance, but Cotton will do just enough. That's been cleared over the touchline and out of play. by Duncliffe of Yaxley Town. Parr. Long ball forward. Ed Rolfe tries to turn that around the corner. Simon Swinton wasn't able to get to it. Bridges is going to put the pressure onto Harris. And Bridges gets through, shoots on goal. Beautiful finish. Scott Bridges opens the scoring for Cambridge City. Puts the pressure on, steals it. And with only Joshua Hales to beat, fires it low into the bottom left corner. And Cambridge City with the dream start. They've been lacking goals lately. And the captain Bridges leading by example. Just a couple of minutes into the contest. And a beautiful finish. Back underway. And almost immediately turned over. Probing through ball. Ofosu does just enough to get it to Akebuni. Foul's been called for a short, for pulling the shirt back. Ed Rolfe not convinced of his indiscretion there. So Yaxley with a free kick, sent long, aiming for Bochen. He can't bring it down under a little bit of pressure from Akebuni. And it will be Akebuni. Long throw down the line. Has been won by Bochen of Yaxley. Cotton tried to challenge Parr. Parr won the header. And now looking to drive. Probing ball for Swinton. That's been cleared away well by Hales, but chested down in the midfield by Cambridge City. It's back with Parr on halfway. Chip ball forward. Headed down and back. Getting into that final third area. Swinton really challenging Liam Hook there. Turns it over for Cambridge City. Akebuni. Again, searching for Swinton, who's been really involved early. As that has been cleared out of play. One of the Yaxley defenders down, holding his shoulder, and he will receive treatment. So, brilliant start to the game for Cambridge City FC. Scott Bridges with the opening goal after just about 3 minutes after the first half played. Latched onto a ball that really the Yaxley midfielder should have done better. Robbed him and then finished with a beautiful, firmly shot struck into the bottom left corner. Joshua Hales in the Yaxley goal. Absolutely nothing that he could do about it. All in all, fine work from Cambridge City. So the Yaxley defender is back on his feet and is now making his way over to this near side touchline. Looks like he's still holding his shoulder, so quite some discomfort he's in. But straight back into play, Jesse Aaron. As this will be taken, throw in on the far side, Akebuni. Sent down the line, looking for Matty Miles. Swung into the area, head down. Bridges has it in the area. It's not able to shoot. Sends it to Mikey Davis. Davis, beautiful chip ball to the back post. Oh, it's off the bar. And gratefully into the hands of Josh Hales. This is brilliant play from Cambridge City. Surely the best passage of play we've seen from them all season long. As that's Ben Nolan. Again, clipped into the area by Akebuni. Laid off, Nolan. with options. Decides to drive. Drives past his man into the area. Chip to the far post. Nobody there. Headed clear by Duncliffe. And Camera looking to drive away with it. He's got Swinton for company. Yaxley failing to get the bodies forward. But it is with Hook. Oh, Bridges has been intercepted. Chipped into the area looking for Rolf. Turns. Shot was blocked by one of the Yaxley defenders. Matty Miles battling in the midfield for Cambridge. That's great recycling of play. Mikey Davis tries to chip it forward. That's been headed clear only as far as Miles. Playing in the centre midfield today. Hooked away. And it's going to be back with Toby Salmon. Sent down the line. Chip ball down the line, looking for Nolan. Nolan using that pace. He's able to sneak in there. The 21-year-old. He's been used a couple of times by Nightingale off the bench this season. Ben Nolan, really exciting young player. As that's with Captain Bridges. Akabuin sent towards Rolf. Rolf heads across goal. That's been hooked clear. Target was Bridges. I don't think it was an effort on goal. Camera heading away. And a foul goes the way of Yaxley. Bit of a let off that for Yaxley. Cambridge with a brilliant, sustained bit of pressure. Like I say, this is the best we've seen Cambridge City all season. Exactly what they needed. A bit of cup action. Trophy action, should I say. Against the bottom of the league side. That's been sent long. Dealt with by Parr. Only as far as Cotton now. Sends it back to Duncliffe. Good pressure from, that was Matty Miles, it was. Sending Camera, who's a long way up the field. But it will be a throw for Yaxley on this near side. Duncliffe. That's with Miles. Forgive me, that was with Taylor Parr. Ed Rolfe tried to turn that round the corner, but that's been sent forward by Harris. Chip through ball into the hands of Joe Welch, the Cambridge keeper. Welch. Long clearing ball downfield. He's in for Chadwick, who's had a really strong start to things at Cambridge. He was on loan, of course. As Davis has a effort from 30, 35 yards out. He was blocked, but again, possession been recycled really well by City. Taylor Parr tries to play that wall pass. Nothing in that little collision between Cotton and Davis. Battersby heading down the line. Hooked away. That was Liam Hook. Headed back by Ofosu. And a big shove in the back. Takes Simon Swinton down. It'll be a free kick for Cambridge City. About 30, 35 yards out. Left of goal. Scott Bridges is looking to shoot. He's going to take something absolutely unbelievable to beat Josh Hales from this distance. Plenty of players in the box to aim for. Bridges floats it to the back post. Offside flag is raised. Target was Yorofosu. And he was open enough. Actually, if they played the offside trap, then they played it well. And they did what was needed. Yorofosu was in acres of space as that's been cleared down by Hales, the Yaxley keeper. Neither side able to gain control of it in the midfield. A booming header by Matty Miles. As that's been taken down by Battersby. Battersby tries to send it through to Rolfe. There's a pass turn shot. tame for Josh Hales. He's used to seeing those in training, no doubt. Davis, Bridges, Cambridge City have had all of the play so far in this first half. The Isuzu FA Trophy first qualifying round. Live on Split Focus Sport. As that's been headed clear. Only as far as Matty Miles takes it down on the chest. Bit of a coming together there with Luke Harris. Nobody worse for wear. Matty Miles once more. It's a really solid central midfield partnership. Miles and Scott Bridges. Possibly something that Nightingale will experiment with a little bit more. Akabuin with a throw on the far side. Ushered back just into his own half. Gonna get the hurry on from the referee in a minute. Finds Nolan. Miles switching the play to Mikey Davis on this left-hand side. Davis has room to drive. Held up by Cotton. And Bridges switching play back out to the right. That's off the mark. This ball sent round the corner. Akabuin using his frame, using his pace. Got it back to Joe Welch, but his pass has been turned over, and it's again with Yaxley in the midfield. What can they build here? They've been very much on the back foot in the opening going of this one. Free kick has been given for a foul by Matty Miles. And it looks like camera down. And the Adier Camera likes to get himself high up the pitch. I like his opposite number 4, Scott Bridges. The City captain, so it's going to be Cotton to take. Floated to the edge of the box, in fact, edge of the 6-yard box. Welch comes, gathers, did brilliantly through contact. Battersby already on the shoulder of the last man. Calling for the diagonal. It doesn't go that way. In fact, Swinton has it now for Cambridge City. Easily had his pocket picked by Salmon. Akiburin not able to win that. Taylor Parr stepping out of defence with it. Davis switching play once more. In fact, centering ball has been taken down by Camera. Nolan. All of a sudden, this game's got a little bit more scrappy. Cambridge not able to retain possession like they were earlier, and that's beaten the offside trap, but Welch is there to clear. Liam Hook, it was onto the ball as that's been charged down. Ed Rolfe through on goal, 1-on-1. Rolfe calmly slots it, right-footed finish. And Cambridge double their advantage just like that. The quick counter. Beautiful counter-attacking football. Actually, so close to being through on goal with Welch. A couple of passes, and Ed Rolfe, cool as you like. Did Joshua Hales with the eyes. Finishing low to the keeper's left. Yaxley back underway, and again looking to occupy that space behind Taylor Parr. Again, it's all well and good putting balls into those areas. Of course, you do see teams trying to attack behind centre-backs, full-backs, but they're not sending the bodies with the ball, and ultimately Joe Welch able to send it downfield. Fosu looking for Nolan. That was headed down. Foul called on Simon Swinton. So Yaxley in their final third with a free kick. Another opportunity to send it long downfield. All the way through to Welch. Hamilton Bunga, it was with the long clearing kick, and he's now in a battle with the score of that second goal, Rolfe. It's Bridges. Bridges finds Rolfe now on the right side for Cambridge. Sends it down the line to Swinton. His cut-back pass has been played into the Yaxley box. Cleared well enough by Jesse Aaron. And now Camera driving. Really fantastic challenge by Yorafusu. Camera down again. Of course, referee with a player down has to call for medical assistance once again. I think that's about the third time Camera's gone down. But I will say that challenge from Ofosu, absolutely clean as a whistle. Stepping out of central defence. Making absolutely no mistake. Plenty of contact with the ball. But the motion of Camera taking him into the City centre-back. Cambridge 2. Yaxley 0. First half here of the Isuzu FA Trophy first qualifying round here at Bridge Road, Histon, as Camera heads to the opposite touchline. Still receiving treatment from the Yaxley physio. Only 3 on the bench for Andy Fennell tonight. He will want one of his real midfield charges to survive for as long as possible, as he's been sent back off the field, has not been invited back onto the field of play by the referee. And now he has, as Cambridge resume play with a throw-in. Played long down the field, aiming for Rolfe. Nolan, can he get around the other side of Bunga? He could not. And Ofosu now with work to do. Camera. And it's all the way back to Welch. Pressure from, well, double team pressure there on Ofosu, as I think it was Simon Swinton tried to play the ball to nobody. Ofosu, clean challenge, did upend the Yaxley midfielder. Bridges. Switching play over to this near side, the Cambridge City left. They lead 2-0. Sent high to the edge of the area. Offside. Flag is up on Ed Rolfe. Much to the displeasure of the Cambridge City bench. Cambridge City 2-0 lead so far. Scott Bridges and Ed Rolfe, 2 very cool, calm, collected finishes. Bridges the first, winning the ball back in a very dangerous area. Ed Rolfe finished off a very slick counter-attacking play. As it is, Yaxley in possession with Duncliffe. Charged down by his former teammate, Battersby. And it's Hook for Yaxley. It's the captain, Cotton. Camera takes it down. Liam Hook, unhappy with the decision-making of Camera, but occupying the same space as the central midfielder, as Nolan picks it back in the right-back position. Matty Miles switching play to this left side again. Mikey Davis. It's had a good game so far, Davis, for City. Drop back to Parr. Played it outside of Bridges and all the way through to Joshua Hales. Chipped over the top. Welch heads into Taylor Parr. That was fair play measured from Welch as Hook controls that ball expertly. It's with Cotton on the right side. Swung into the box. Kimbuin gets it clear. It's over halfway. It's with Aaron. Duncliffe. Hits over the top. Sent long by Mikey Davis again. Brought down very well there by Rolfe. Rolfe turns his defender. Almost uses a screen there from Battersby. Battersby puts it into the box. Headed clear. Had to be. Simon Swinton was lurking, ready to potentially extend Cambridge's lead. Cambridge City 2-0 to the good here at home against Yaxley FC. And that is all the way back with Joshua Hales, Yaxley keeper. Aiken. He's passed through the middle, missing everybody. Chip ball over the top to Davis. Battersby now. Oh, that's going to be a foul just on the edge of the area. About 10 meters, 10 yards up from the touchline. Really silly challenge from Duncliffe, and I think he might actually go into the book here. Maybe just a swift talking to from Stuart Cheek. It is, with the captain Cotton present. Bit of a two-footed lunge on Bridges. In control enough so you can absolutely see why it wasn't any further action. So Bridges, again, with plenty of white shirts to aim for in the area. Chips goes far post, it's come off the upright. And that's been somehow stayed in. Nolan trying to hook it back to his captain. Well, we all thought he was going back post. Ends up hitting the, in American parlance, the upper 90. As that's been poorly headed back. And Bridges headed forward to Rolfe. Matty Miles, again, aiming for Rolfe. Some robust defending by Jesse Aaron, and then Bunga is able to shepherd that into the hands of Joshua Hales. Cleared long by Bunga. Aiming, that is some serious pace, but Afosu once more there to clean up for City. Buchan really has that pace. The Yaxley number 7. It comes off him for a Cambridge City throw. Able to get a bit of territory, bit of possession. As they lead 2-0. Long throw down the line. Flick on header. That's been put clear. Some, again, very physical defending by Afosu. Manhandling Thomas Walmsley, who has been their real danger man this season. Yaxley 4 goals in all competitions. Battersby their next leading scorer with 3, of course, playing for the other side now. As it's Yaxley's first corner of the game. Cotton plays it into the area, looking near post. That's been headed clear by Bridges. Looking to drive is Jake Battersby. Finds Nolan. Nolan, he's going to be able to turn his defender. Battersby wanted it played in early. It's back with Bridges. Bridges switches it over to the right-hand side. Akabuin. That's with the step over. Left foot into the area. Headed clear by Bunga. And Camera now. Plays it off to Hook. That's a really poor pass from Hook. Looking for Buchan. Back to Afosu, who chips it forward, looking for Rolfe. Rolfe with the flick on header. Nolan will pick that up. Turns inside his defender. Nolan driving into the area. Looking for Battersby on the edge of the box, but that was cleared. Needed A little bit more movement from Battersby. Really good defensive awareness from the Yaxley defender, clearing that time. I think that was Hook. That stays in play over on the far side for Yaxley. Really well deceived ball. That's been picked up by Taylor Parr, the Cambridge City centre-back. But you thought for the world that Salmon was about to switch play. So he looked to get it behind the Cambridge City defenders. Bridges sends it out to the right side. Akabuin sent down the line looking for Swinton. Swinton's into the area. Bunga is there. Back to Hales. Has plenty under his clearance. Bridges gets it back to Swinton. Sends it around the corner for Nolan again. Real danger for Cambridge. That's been cleared only as far as Aaron. Nolan back into the area. Ball in from Akibuin. Goes for the spectacular Ed Rolfe. Doesn't direct his shot goalwards. And Cotton in the right back position gives it to Hook. Pressure, danger, never feels too far away right now with this Cambridge City team, the way they're playing. And that's going to go out to Mikey Davis. Opportunity for City to regroup. Ed Rolfe. It was a good ball to him. He wasn't able to catch up with it. He just switched sides that he was playing against his defender, Bunga. Davis saw that, looked to pick him out. Put them under pressure. And it's gone for another Cambridge City throw-in. Afosu. Akabuin. Back with Afosu to the edge of the area. Headed away. The pass back to Duncliffe. Cotton under pressure from Scott Bridges. Went for a throw. Hook. Walmsley ends up going back to Taylor Parr, for he was dispossessed. And now Cotton in the midfield. Davis does come off the arm of Davis, so it will be a free kick to Yaxley just on halfway. Cotton to take after he played it off Mikey Davis's arm. An easy decision for the referee to make. Harris gets it back from Salmon. Hook in the midfield. This is much better from Yaxley. Camera shoots on goal. That's been tipped over and it's in. Camera with the speculative snapshot from outside the area. Joe Welch thought he'd done enough to tip it over the bar. Didn't get enough power behind it. And it loops into the Cambridge City goal. Very much against the run of play, that goal. But they all count. The Adier Camera onto the score sheet. And that makes it 2-1. Cambridge City still lead. It's Yaxley, and they've already got back underway, but that's been cleared tamely. Ed Rolfe has an empty goal if he wants it. Decides to play it safe, drives down, wins the corner for Cambridge City. A brilliant immediate response for City, who find themselves pegged back in a game they have absolutely dominated from the opening whistle. Again, you have to respect that effort from Camera. Saw something, went for it, and was rewarded. It's been played into the box. And it's in. It is a goal. Cambridge City with the immediate response. Free corner kick in from Davis. And we'll see who got the final touch. Ed Rolfe with his second of the game. A very scruffy finish, I think. I hope that's not too harsh for me to say. They all count. Into the box. Hit down by one of the Cambridge City attackers. Ed Rolfe was there just to brush the ball into the net. And again, Yaxley have looked susceptible at those moments free kicks, other set pieces, corners. As they straight away looking to get Cotton in behind Mikey Davis. Davis clears it out for a throw-in. 3-1. Straight to an absolute goal fest here in the FA Trophy first round. Cambridge City within a minute of conceding to a bit of a speculative effort from the Adier camera. Regain their 2-goal cushion. Could it be more? Battersby has been... he's played through, wasn't able to get to it. Duncliffe sent that back to Hales, who's clearing ball. Finds its way to Walmsley. Walmsley able, after juggling the ball on his shoulder, to chip it forward into the hands of Joe Welch, who, aside from the goal, has had very little to do today and has looked very assured in doing it. Akaburin. Fosu chooses to send it forward to Swinton. Headed down by Bunga. And Cotton, again in the centre-back position for Yaxley, sends it forward to the goal scorer, Camera. Cotton. Camera again exchanging the ball. Halfway inside their own half. Davis does a really good job of getting a touch on that, as there was a marauding Duncliffe ready to nip in behind. It's going to go the way of Yaxley, the throw. Just inside their own half with the throw. Cambridge City lead it 3-1 over Yaxley. Like I said, a game they have absolutely dominated so far. It just shows how dangerous a team can be when they get half a chance, as Mikey Davis putting the pressure on once again. Camera looking to open play up on the left. Good ball taken down by Toby Salmon. Sends it through on the ground. As the play goes down, no foul there. Very, very little contact. St. Louis back into the ground there. That's been sent forward to Rolf. Rolf wasn't able to win that encounter with Bunga, who sends it back to Hales. Josh Hales plays it out to Aaron. Jesse Aaron. Camera. Hook. Tries to send it through. Welch out to it. Plays a nice pass out to Mikey Davis. And that's an awkward header come off the back of Aaron's head. Bunga now trying to send Ed Rolfe out of play. Strong play from Rolfe. And finally, the referee has called Bunga for the foul. Manhandled him for about 10 metres there. Captain Bridges finds Battersby. Davis thought about the early cross. Plays it on the ground. Little wall pass. Battersby into the area. Oh, it's a beautiful... No! I was sure that was destined for the back of the net. It just comes off the inside of the post from Battersby. A cheeky, beautiful outside of the boot attempt on goal. Yaxley can count themselves fortunate not to have conceded a couple more. That's the second time City have hit the woodwork. And again, from our vantage point here, that looked destined to be a goal. And so there is a coming together in the midfield. Camera and Simon Swinton. So free kick for the visitors. To be taken by Bunga. He's aiming for Cotton. That's been cleared by Davis. Only as far as Duncliffe. That's dealt with very well by Welch. The flick on header from Walmsley. Welch collected that ball just ahead of his crossbar. Rolls it out to Ofosu. Searching ball over the top. Down by Rolf. Heavy touch. Sliding challenge by Harris. That's back with Bunga. All over the back of him was Matty Miles, but he got clean header, says the referee. Ofosu adjudged to have fouled. The Yaxley forwards must be Thomas Walmsley. So that will be a free kick to the visitors just inside the Yaxley half. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half in this Isuzu FA Trophy first qualifying round matchup. Cambridge City taking on Yaxley. They lead it 3-1. Again, both these sides really coming into this looking for a result as Harris into the Cambridge box. It's been headed by Ofosu and collected by Welch. Didn't feel like there was much danger in that Yaxley possession, even with, of course, the ball in such an advanced position. And again, we've seen that before. It's a foul by Hook on Matty Miles. So we've seen that before with the camera goal. As that's a really well chested down by Ed Rolfe. Pass played forward to Battersby by Bridges, but that's been picked up now by Cotton, the Yaxley captain. Sent down the line, Hook can't bring it down, and it's back with Taylor Parr. Joe Welch finds Parr again, and Ofosu, Cambridge City, keeping ball between their defenders. Sees what he wants to see. Davis making a driving run. That's going to be a flick on header from Rolfe. Didn't get quite enough on it, but Bridges take over in the midfield. Davis choosing to drive. Ed Rolfe had space in the centre. Hook with a firm challenge. Back with Taylor Parr. Bridges turn. Had space to drive into. Decides to switch play for Nolan. Awkwardly takes it down, but he shows his pace. Has a wild lunge by Toby Salmon, and that's going to be a Cambridge City throw-in. Taken quickly by Aki Bowen. Ofosu chips it forward to Nolan. Again, a bit of head tennis. Matty Miles now takes it down with the chest. Nolan tries to send through Aki Bowen. Aki Bowen into the area. Centering ball. And a little bit of a mistake by Jesse Aaron. Concedes the corner. He felt like it was the right thing to do. I kind of thought Josh Hales, and judging on the response of the keeper, Josh Hales, he thought he was going to be equal to that slow-moving ball along the surface. I don't think Ed Rolfe was in a position to reach it. As it is, Cambridge City with the corner. It's taken by Davis. Put to the near post. Again, that's allowed to get all the way through. Free kicks being given. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, I can't really see for what. Lots of bodies around the goalkeeper, sure, for both sides. But of course, referee will have seen something that we wouldn't have. But again, another set piece into the area, and another one that's been allowed to bounce by the Yaxley defenders. They are living a very, very dangerous game. Like I said, deep into the final couple of moments of this first half. FA Trophy first round. Cambridge City 3, Yaxley 1. That's been cleared out by Bunga. Aiming for the very pacey Lewis Buchan. But that's gone straight out of play. Akibuin to take the throw. As we're seeing official confirmation of how long the added time will be. As Camera wins it in the midfield for Yaxley. Looking to switch play. Cotton can't reach it. Battersby with room to drive. He's going to be closed down by defenders as he's been clipped by Cotton. A diving challenge, a lunging tackle. We'll see what decision will be. Some of the Cambridge fans, I think, optimistically calling off. Not quite. I'd expect Cotton to go in the book for this one. I think there's going to be 2 minutes time added on. And it will be a yellow card for the captain, Daniel Cotton. A professional foul on Battersby, who he was being closed down. He had 2 centre-backs. So that's official confirmation. 2 minutes time added on. That's what I was saying. He was being closed down by 2 defenders. 30-plus yards from goal. A bit of a rash decision. Cambridge City with the free kick, quite central, also quite a ways out. Bridges not shaping to shoot. Going to be aiming for the far side of the area. He's floated in. Dealt with well by Bunga, only as far as Bridges, who chips it back into the area. Folks who's still there, chests it down in the box. Taylor Parr tries to turn it around the corner. It's with Nolan now. Cambridge still on the attack. Matty Miles. Battersby. Battersby shoots, and that's just wide of Josh Hale's goal. Again, just showing the control that Cambridge have been able to hold on tonight's game. Doing a really, really terrific job of controlling play when they are in attacking areas, as Rolfe brings that ball down, aiming for Battersby. It is now with Battersby off the chest of Duncliffe. Bunga, though, able to come away with it. Camera in the midfield. We're into those 2 minutes of time added on. Duncliffe on this near side, the right, drops it off to Hook. Hook aiming for Cotton. That's going to be out of play. Throw in the left back position for City. Bridges communicating exactly where he wants Mikey Davis to put the ball. I think Davis wants to look for the attack. Cotton has it for Yaxley, sends it forward. Gets it back off that 1-2 with Walmsley. Dinked forward by Duncliffe, allowed to bounce, but Fosu was equal to it. And it's with Rolfe. Couldn't bring it down with his touch in Bunga. Hook now. Sliding intervention by Rolfe. Switched over to Aaron, the right centre-back. And he's got plenty of room to drive, over halfway. All eyes on the referee. See how much longer of the 2 minutes we have. Yaxley, this is one of the longest sustained periods of pressure, and that's been hooked clear by Nolan. There's another ball lost into the Cambridgeshire countryside. And it's Hook just inside the half. Probing ball through. Intercepted by Taylor Parr. And that's going to do it. First half comes to a close. Cambridge City leading it in this Isuzu FA Trophy first qualifying round matchup. 3-1 against Yaxley Town. Goals from the captain, Scott Bridges, got us underway as he capitalised on a Yaxley mistake. Drove through and finished with a beautiful finish in the bottom left corner. Power and control in his finisher, Ed Rolfe. The first goal, a simple counter-attack with a very measured finish to the right of Josh Hales. And the fight back was on from Yaxley Diadier Camara with a speculative effort. One of 30 plus yards out. Caught Joe Welch just a bit short. Tried to tip it over his bar. Ended up looping into the goal. And then Ed Rolfe immediately, Cambridge City go down the other end. They win the corner. It's allowed again to tamely bounce around the box. And last touch, Ed Rolfe. That's going to do it for the first half. We'll be back in 15 minutes' time for the resumption of Cambridge City FC taking on Yaxley FC in the Isuzu FA Trophy first qualifying round. A very warm welcome back into the Bridge Road Stadium for this Isuzu FA Trophy first qualifying round. It is between Cambridge City FC and Yaxley Town here at the Bridge Road Stadium in Histon. Cambridge City 3-1 up at the break. Goals from Scott Bridges and a brace from Ed Rolfe. Didier Camara with the one goal so far from Yaxley. And it really has been a Cambridge City day to remember. Really controlled much of the first half. And again, the Yaxley goal coming very much against the run of play. Referee happy that everybody is back on the field. No changes to report at half-time. And we are ready for second half of this FA Trophy first qualifying round action. Scott Bridges is ready in the middle. Once Stuart Cheek has his watches sorted, we are underway. 45 minutes of action ahead of us after what has been an absolutely brilliant first half of football. And that ball is immediately out of play, out of bounds. Again, another lost to the tree line behind the far stand. Ball hooked into the area. Ed Rolfe, flick on header. The flag was raised as Nolan attacking the back post. There'll be a free kick to Yaxley, but straight away showing what Cambridge City are about and have been about all game long. Again, a huge thank you for joining us on the Split Focus Sports YouTube channel. This broadcast powered by Focus Hoops. If you are interested in basketball coverage, then Focus Hoops is your place to go. As that's been hit back to Mikey Davis by Bridges. Davis with a channel to drive through. Got Nolan coming to support. Tries to send through Rolfe. Bunga using his frame, using his strength to usher that ball out of play. It's a goal kick for Yaxley Town. Joshua Hales to take. Long downfield. Looking for Walmsley. Unable to bring the ball down. Ed Rolfe. He's onside, under pressure from Bunga. It's been quite a battle between those two today. Very much being won by Rolfe as Battersby driving into the area. Wasn't able to pick up the ball, ushered by Toby Salmon into the hands of Hales. Again, another danger moment for the visitors. Cambridge City again in control of the game for the most part, and that's going to be a Cambridge throw-in off the head of Thomas Walmsley. Cambridge welcome Daventry Town next week, next Wednesday, here to Bridge Road. Confirmation about broadcast on Split Focus Sports YouTube channel as Nolan driving through. Has Akaburin on his right side. Akaburin into the area. Really good defended by Aaron as Nolan not able to dispossess the defender. Cotton sends it down the line. Welch way off his line. Now retreats back into his area as that's been picked up. Walmsley has been dispossessed well there by Matty Miles, who has been a real star for Cambridge City. You're not going to see it on the stats, but Matty Miles has been everywhere and has done just about everything in this contest. Miles sends it to Nolan in the right wing forward position. Nolan for that 1-2 with Swinton. Oh, Nolan looks to dispossess Aaron. That's Chuckled into the hands of Josh Hales, but again, that's why, if he isn't already, he is definitely going to be a real fan favourite here, Ben Nolan. Adds a massive spark, the 21-year-old. So much energy. Looking positive at all times. It's with Aaron. Cotton. Hook. Over with Toby Salmon on the right-hand side. Salmon using that real explosive first step. That's been cleared away. It needn't have been. Offside. Flag is up on the far side. I think that was Lewis Buchan. Not able to hold his run. Just a little bit more on Ben Nolan. He joined from Mildenhall Town in May. And what a brilliant acquisition he has been for Robbie Nightingale's side. Joe Welch ready to take the free kick. About 5 minutes into this second half. Yaxley taking on Cambridge City. 3-1 the score. Should the score be level after 90 minutes, we will go straight to penalties. The way City have been playing. I'll let you complete that sentence in your own head. As that's been hooked to Nolan by Rolfe. In fact, it won't reach him. Bridges picks it up, though, the Cambridge City skipper. Now it's with Nolan on this right-hand side. He's looking to go to work on Jesse Aaron. Aaron battling with him. Keeps it in play. And a corner has been awarded. Must have been last touched by Jesse Aaron, who is absolutely adamant that he didn't touch it. Let's say from our position, I did think it was last touch Nolan, but they have a better vantage point than we do, as that's been sent high over the top of everyone, straight out of play, at the back post. Mikey Davis has been so accurate, so devastatingly accurate with with corners in the first half. A rare misstep from the fullback. Miles finds Nolan, acres of space on this right-hand side. Aaron's going to come across to meet him. Aaron with a brilliant challenge. He's very much off balance, falling backwards. Ofosu, though, picks up that ball. The centre-back position. Long, searching, cross-field ball. Bridges hits it first time. And again, that would have been goal of the millennium, I think, as he hit it first time on the volley. Arcing across goal from a very acute angle. As it is, Josh Hales has the goal kick for Yaxley. Again, thank you very much for joining us for Cambridge City, taking on Yaxley Town in the Isuzu FA Trophy first qualifying round. My name is Darren Paul. I'm glad to have you with us on a lovely late summer's night here in Histon, as that's been chipped down the line. City trying to play the offside trap, not going their way. And it will be a throw-in on just about halfway for Yaxley on the far side, the Yaxley right. It's taken by Salmon. In fact, it wasn't taken by Salmon. I think it was taken by Hook. As Jesse Aaron and Nolan, battling Nolan, gets to his feet, drives. He's got Ed Rolfe ahead of him. As Nolan fouled off the ball, just barged to the floor. Jesse Aaron going to be spoken to by Stuart Cheek, our match official. Bridges informing the referee of the treatment that he has been receiving. And it looks like he's heading into the book the centre-back. And he is. That's the second yellow of the day against Yaxley. Jesse Aaron heads into the book alongside Daniel Cotton. And another Cambridge City free kick in a very promising area. Again, would take a miracle for a direct goal. And floated to the penalty spot. Flick on by Taylor Parr. Now they're all appealing for a penalty. Not going. Daniel Akabuin. Strong header downfield. Cotton hooks it clear. Matty Miles lets it bounce. He's got a hook all over the back of him. Hook not able to direct his attempt goalwards. That's been cleared by Ofosu, only as far as Duncliffe. So back to Salmon. Both fullbacks on that far side, the right. Kamada, the goal scorer, picks it up in the midfield. Now it's with Aaron. Aaron dispossessed. Good defensive work by Simon Swinton. That's a beautiful ball. In fact, he did not hold his run. Liam Hook. And he's offside. But that was a brilliant through ball. I think that was played by Kamada. Split second earlier. And I think Hook would have been through on goal. There's Josh Hales. Under no real pressure there from Nolan. And another offside. That'll be a Cambridge City free kick. Mikey Davis looking to take. Always trying to gain an advantage, these footballers. Trying to send the ball a couple of yards forward. Our match official absolutely not allowing that kind of behaviour today. Into the area. Comes off of the head of Hamilton Bunga. Hooked clear. And into the stands. That was well. Strong two-handed save by one of our spectators here. And that will be a throw-in for Daniel Cotton to take, the Yaxley skipper. Harris under pressure. Plays it back to Toby Salmon. Salmon dragged back momentarily. Play allowed to continue. Miles putting the pressure on Salmon. Cotton now. Chip ball forward. Ofosu doesn't deal with it initially. Flicks it forward to Swinton. Swinton tries to turn a corner, but Hook was equal to it. And it's still Liam Hook now. Edgy area. Very good bit of play for Yaxley. And as I say that, he's just played that tamely to Taylor Parr. And that's been hooked clear by Toby Salmon. So throw in on the far side for Cambridge City as City subs continue to warm up. I don't know if Nightingale's thinking about making a change anytime soon. I mean, why would you change this side right now, the form that they are in this contest? Akaburin sends it to the back post. Headed by Rolfe into the hands of Hales, who almost cheekily, I'd say, rolls it out to Herc. That's been turned over in the midfield. Mikey Davis lays it off. Swinton turns a corner. Battersby! Oh, that's a wonderful effort from outside the area. Josh Hales did just enough to get across to it. Two hands, goes around. His save sends it around the post. And that's going to be another Cambridge City corner. And again, Yaxley don't send it long this time. There's Battersby. Plenty of space on the edge of the area. They don't target him. It goes to Ofosu. That's been headed clear. Ofosu! His turnaround volley just over. And it's, in fact, it took a deflection on its way. So it's going to be another Cambridge City corner kick, this time from the near side, the right. Not entirely sure who it did come off. One of the Yaxley defenders, obviously. A beautiful effort from Ofosu. This one, no nonsense. Played across goal. That's allowed to bounce. Met by Taylor Parr. And cleared. Only as far as Matty Miles, who sends it to Hales. Hales lets it run out of play. That'll be a goal kick for the visitors. They still trail Cambridge City 3-1. 13 minutes into this second half of action. Again, both sides could really do with positive result and a good trophy run as Cotton is onside. Tries to centre the ball for either Camera or Walmsley, attacking the far post as Taylor Parr goes down, adjusts his socks. I'm going to see if we're going to need Tim McCrindle for the first time. And we do not. But we will have a substitution. Bradley Gothard to check into the contest. He will replace Taylor Parr. And it's been warmly applauded as he does so. So Bradley Gothard on for Taylor Parr. Bradley Gothard. The young centre-back. Made a couple of appearances so far this season. Played 2 seasons for Yaxley between 2020 and 2022. Also played for the Peterborough and Cambridge City Academies. He was under-18s captain at Cambridge City. As that is some very confident defending by Hamilton Bunga. Playing it in his own area. Got away with it. Toby Salmon sent it down the line. Out of play. Be a throw on the far side. So a couple of ex-Yaxley players in this lineup for Cambridge City, taking on their own club. Sorry, their old club. So throw in has been correctly taken this time. A link-up play with Swinton and Miles. It's been dinked into the area. Nobody there except for Daniel Cotton. That's been scooped into the night sky. Headed back by Akabuin. Wild swing of that by Salmon. He's looking to target Cotton. Didn't clear more than 15 metres. The Salmon is going to watch that one out of play. It's going to be a goal kick to the visitors. And again, not for the first time today. Game's gotten a little bit scratchy, a little bit scrappy. It's Cambridge probing for a fourth. And Cambridge, obviously not a league contest, but looking for their first win in a while. And taking 3 losses on the spin after a couple of draws in league competition and went out the FA Cup. So the last minute goal. Cleared by Bunga after the free kick. He's entirely sure what it was for. Yaxley win the free kick. In a very good position. Akaburin, adjudged to have pulled back the Yaxley forward, and Cotton is going to take on the edge of the area, about 8 yards from the corner of the box. This is probably one of Yaxley's best opportunities so far. 2 men in the wall for Welch. Now just one, it's Nolan. Cotton has been cleared with 2 good headers away to Hook. Looking to shoot. That's been charged down by Matty Miles. And a great header by Gothard. Now Harris under a bit of pressure from Matty Miles. Sent all the way back to Hales. It was a good ball in from Cotton. Driven around the penalty spot, but none of the Yaxley forwards able to meet it. As a Fosu high boot, that's going to be a foul, definitely. And maybe a little bit more. As the ball was roughly head height. Walmsley went to head it on and he would have been through. Again, another free kick, roughly similar position to the one they've just taken, just on the opposite side, the right-hand side. A touch more central. Again, Cotton to take. Will he look to go a bit more direct? More players in the wall this time for Cambridge. Cotton shoots on goal. A fierce effort, but didn't come back down quick enough. Brushes the top of the net, but no more danger than that. It remains Cambridge City 3, Yaxley FC 1. Place in the second qualifying round beckons for the winner of this contest. Again, a trophy run could be just the thing needed to spark one of these teams' seasons. Got 18th versus 20th in the Northern Premier League Midlands Division. Taking place here today. So it's been chipped forward by Bridges. Nolan. A link-up play with Battersby. Battersby shaping to shoot with his left. In fact, he went for more of a cross to the back post. No good. Nobody able to get to it. And another goal kick for the visitors. So another change is imminent for Cambridge City, and Ben Bradley getting ready to come on. But right now, Cotton has the attack for Yaxley. Being sent down the line. Oh, brilliant interception by Nolan. Great challenge. And Ed Rolfe is there to make sure it goes out of play. But a really tremendous bit of defending by Ben Nolan. After Akaburin had initially held up Cotton just enough. Played down the line. Throw down the line by Jesse Aaron. And that's going to go the way of City. So it's going to be Akaburin to take the throw near side, the right for Cambridge City. Ed Rolfe not able to win that encounter with Aaron. And Salmon sends it forward again. Now they're looking to double this left back position. Yaxley. It's a cute ball played into the area. It's a deflected shot attempt by Buchan into the hands of Joe Welch. Looking a bit more lively now, Yaxley. Again, they're trying to overload the position occupied by Akaburin. And that's giving them a little bit of a glimmer of hope, a glimmer of success. As Rolfe trying to dispossess Bunga. Good battle, wins a throw-in off the centre-back. On the far side, the left for Cambridge City. It's going to be taken by Mikey Davis. Davis using one of his midfielders as a wall pass. That was Matty Miles. Miles hooks the ball into the area. That's been headed clear by Harris, the smallest player in the box. And now Cotton gets it out of his feet to Walmsley. Walmsley sends it back to Jesse Aaron. Going to be closed down by Bridges. Gives him enough room. Hook lets it run. Gothard. Hard hit pass to Welch. Requires him to take a touch. Now Ofosu. Smoothly done. Akaburin, though. Charged down by Cotton. And now Cotton driving down the left side. Daniel versus Daniel. Nolan now comes to cover for his Fullback. Oh, that should have been a goal. As Thomas Walmsley gets it caught in his feet, turns, shoots tamely to Joe Welch. And again, with his goal scoring pedigree this season, you really did expect the back of the net to ripple. But again, Yaxley getting a lot out of this left-hand side right now. I thought Akibuin had a really solid first half. And Yaxley have seen something they like. And we are going to see Ben Bradley in the game next time dead. Simon Swinton, dispossessed by Cotton. Play on advantage from that Simon Swinton foul on camera. And now Davis driving through the middle, finds Rolfe. Rolfe into the area, shoots on goal. Oh my word, what a finish. Ed Rolfe, the hat-trick. Left-footed strike, edge of the area. Joshua Hales beaten all ends up. Cambridge City withstand the pressure, go down the other end, and they make it for Ed Rolfe, the hat-trick. And he's really had all manner of goals in scoring that hat-trick. Composed finish. An easy tap in after a scramble. And then an absolutely sublime effort from the edge of the area. Cambridge City 4, Yaxley FC 1. And that is going to be the day done for Daniel Akibuin. He has been replaced by Ben Bradley. And as he's coming off, he's rubbing his hamstring. So he will receive some treatment, no doubt. So Ben Bradley is going to slot in now at the right back position as Nolan is adjudged to have fouled Dan Cotton, the Yaxley captain. Thank you so much for joining us for what has been an absolutely brilliant game of football. No handball called on Walmsley. No changes made by Yaxley as of yet, though they look ready to make their first change of the evening. I think Ben Nolan collected a ball in the midriff just then. Down the line by Bradley. Ed Rolfe, the hat-trick hero. Couldn't win at that time. Camera sends it to Duncliffe, who's now playing at right back. Now Harris, who's slotted in sort of as an auxiliary centre-back, was looking to drive through. Bradley chips it forward. This is a great drive into the area. And just wide of goal. Jake Battersby. Attempt on Josh Hale's goal. Hale's unmoved. Battersby, how much he would enjoy a goal against his old team. Club that he left and, of course, just joined Cambridge City early September. I think it was confirmed September 2nd. Played the one game. That's a solid header by Simon Swinton. Chested down by Matty Miles. In fact, it's Miles who's slotted in the right back position. Makes sense. And Ben Bradley playing in the midfield. Looks like alongside Simon Swinton, with Bridges playing as a central defensive midfielder. Which again, a little bit of a change of shape for Nightingale's outfit. They lead it 4-1. As that's allowed to run to Matty Miles. It's been played forward. Is Hales going to get to it? He does. Under pressure from Swinton. But Bunga did just enough. Sends it back to his keeper. And both sides shuffling things around. So that's going to trickle all the way at our play. Throwing on the far side left. Davis. So that's straight out of play off the head of Ben Bradley. Cambridge making their third and final substitution, as are the visitors, Yaxley making their first. We're going to see Connor Barnes into the game. Connor Barnes will do once we get this substitutions dealt with. Firstly, Thomas Walmsley. In fact, so Ed Rolfe, the hat-trick hero, is off and being replaced by Connor Barnes. And Lewis Bowen is replaced by Emmanuel Osilaja for Yaxley. So that's Cambridge's 3 subs done. Yaxley, just a 1 change. I'm sure more to come. Again, they've had a torrid early start to the season and only have 3 players on the bench. Immediately looking for Barnes. That's Bradley bringing it up. Lays it off to Nolan. Nolan on this right-hand side, edge of the area. He's had quite a battle with Aaron. Got Matty Miles for support. Turns inside his defender. Gets to the baseline. Ball in. Played off the back of Bunga. Out of play. Cambridge City win the corner kick. Ben Bradley coming over to take. Gothard going up for it, as is Afosu. Simon Swinton playing the auxiliary centre-back role. Played. Oh, that's just trickled wide. Your Afosu met it firmly. Corner kick played right on top of the centre of the goal. Afosu not able to direct his header goalwards. And again, I have to say it's another let-off for Yaxley. Cambridge City hit the woodwork 2 or 3 occasions. And Yaxley from set pieces, very lax, letting Cambridge City get exactly where they want to be. Ball allowed to bounce a couple too many times. As that is Hamilton Bunga down injured. And now he is okay to continue after that challenge from Ben Bradley. Opportunity for some territory gains for Yaxley. Hales, goalkeeper, chips it forward. It's been flicked into the air by Camera, taken down by Walmsley. As far as Harris momentarily dispossessed, but he gets a clearing challenge by Hook. Now Aaron under pressure again. Hook, Camera, Cambridge City, bodies all over Yaxley. That was a brilliant interception again by Nolan. Again, one of the stars of the game for me today. Very, very bright game from the young man, Mikey Davis. Looking into the area, Ben Bradley chests it down. That's going to be cleared by Aaron. Out for a throw on the far side. So it'll be a City throw on the far side. Had it in his hands for a while. Finds Scott Bridges. Wide open. Plays it back to Davis. Sends it down the line. Ball into the area. Allowed to bounce. Hit high into the sky by Cotton. And now Matty Miles batting with Walmsley. Won by the Yaxley man. And now Camera sending it through to Osilaja. It's been cleared only as far as Harris. And now Hook. Yaxley trying to make inroads into the Cambridge half. And that was out of play. As we have a second substitution of the game for the visitors. Coming on will be James Hamill. And he will replace the goal scorer, Didier Camara.
Didier Camara. To replace by 14, James Hamill.
So, Kamara, who's been, I mean, he has worked today. He's been in battles constantly. He is being replaced by James Hamill for the final 12 or so minutes of this contest, as searching ball for Nolan. And Nolan is going to have a bit of room to run. He's going to easily get by Aaron. Aaron tries to lunge at him. Does just enough, Nolan. Retains possession. Swinton closed down by Ben Bradley. Wasn't able to get the space to shoot like he wanted to from outside. And Yaxley coming away with it. That's been absolutely fired at Hamill. He was not able to bring it down. It's with Connor Barnes, the Cambridge substitute. Oh, turn. Beautiful turn inside. And that's going to be a Cambridge throw on the far side. Allowed to be taken quickly. Bridges wanted to switch the play to Miles. Wasn't able to. Gives it back to Yorafosu. It's a good ball forward. Chested down by Bunga, but picked up by Barnes. Barnes, what can he do? On the edge of the area. Looking for Nolan. Would have needed a bit more either height or pace on that pass to even have a hope of getting through. And now Cotton, the Yaxley captain, attacking down the left-hand side. Cuts inside. Finds Hook. Pass forward. Harris sends it back to Hook. Just stabs out a pass. It looks like his footing went. He's okay though, Hook, which is good to see. That's been cleared forward, looking for Barnes. Barnes is going to get onto this. And now he's got a 3-on-1. He's got Bunga to get by. And he does. Squares it to Sinton. Oh, my word. Another fantastic effort. Joshua Hales absolutely stranded. But it just didn't quite curve back enough for him, Simon Swinton. Showing the confidence that Robbie Nightingale's players are playing with, the freedom. They're seeing opportunities absolutely anywhere, anytime there, anywhere near the Yaxley area, as Gothard does really well there in our battle against Walmsley. That's been cleared for Barnes. He was onside. That's been picked up now by Battersby. Nolan, kind of slightly frustrated figure on this right-hand side, but pressure being applied to Hales. Hales does really well to get it forward. Hamill, trying to flick on. Osilaja. Switch of play to Cotton. One time. Little 1-2-man game with Walmsley. And Walmsley way, way offside. Hook tried to hit him early. And that is going to be the final substitution for the visitors. Scott Walmsley is going to come on for the... Did I see that was for the captain? It is. So Scott Walmsley onto the game for the final 10 minutes, replacing the captain, Daniel Cotton. The armband is now on the arm of Liam Hook. So both sides have now used that full allotment of changes. As we creep ever closer to the final 5 minutes of what has been a superbly entertaining game of football. Foul has been called against Barnes for a shove in the back. The lower back of Hamilton Bunga, who goes down. I think we'll see if he's going to require treatment. He's back on his feet, ready to take this free kick for Yaxley. Again, we'll see what Scott Walmsley does. He's trying to draw Matty Miles out in that left back position. And Bunga definitely targeting that area of the pitch. Scott Walmsley drops it off to Hamill, who was initially brought down by Thomas Walmsley, as Barnes is fouled by Hamilton Bunga. Cambridge not able to take a quick restart as Stuart Cheek, the referee, goes back to check on Thomas Walmsley. who got in a tangle with Yorofosu.
Is 130-130. Thanks for your attendance. See you again soon.
Attendance has been announced at 135. Enjoying what has been a brilliantly entertaining game on a gorgeous mid-September evening here just outside of Cambridge. Cambridge City leading the way 4-1 against Yaxley. And that's gone from Gothard all the way through to Josh Hales. We are, as Matty Miles wins that, Nolan. Is he able to turn? He's got Harris all over him. That's really strong play from Ben Bradley. The foul eventually paid. Of course, both sides all in black armbands. After that, of course, we had that beautifully perfect minutes of silence before the game, of course, in memory of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. As that's been played into the area, Simon Swinton not able to meet it. It's been headed clear for another Cambridge corner. Jesse Aaron. But again, Cambridge have looked so dangerous from corners. This one's taken short. Finds Bridges in the area. Has Nolan coming to support. Bridges again. He's being chopped out a little bit there by Hamill. And Nolan is going to pick up in the centre of midfield. So where Cambridge have been really strong from corners, nothing came immediately from it except for possession. Yorofosu remained in the centre forward position. It's been headed down by Bradley. Sent out to Gothard. If he can catch up to it, he can. Gothard gets by the defender, Aaron. Hooks the ball into the area. Headed away well by Bunga. But it's Gothard again. Now on the right with Miles. Plays it on the floor to Battersby. Really, really solid challenge there by Duncliffe. Completely clean and legal. Battersby charges it down. That's being played by Bunga in his area. He dekes out Battersby. And now a little bit of liquid football from Yaxley to get out of what was a really tough situation. It's been picked up by Hamill in the midfield, though. Yorofosu. Really good challenge. It's going to be a throw-in for the visitors as we are inside the final 5 minutes of play here. About 3 minutes to go. We'll see if we get, as Nolan gets up like a salmon for that one. And now Battersby sees the keeper off his line. Goes for a bit of a snapshot effort. Again, 35 plus yards out. Doesn't go for him. But again, that is the confidence that Cambridge City are playing with as Nolan takes down that goal kick. Looks to turn inside Scott Walmsley. Bradley in the area. Chip to the edge of the 6-yard box. And that's back out to Davis. Davis trickles just wide. Again, another speculative effort from Cambridge City, not a million miles away. And I tell you, this is a team that have really enjoyed their football tonight. Hale, long ball forward. Yorofosu sends it right back with the header. Salmon. And now Nolan is going to take that down on his thigh. Has a runner on the outside in Matty Miles. Decides to go inside. Now he uses Miles. Drop back to Ben Bradley. Nolan. Instruction to keep the ball. Coming from somebody of Cambridge City. As Hook dispossessed Ben Bradley. Gothard dinks it forward. Headed into the air by Hamill. Matty Miles, as that is a foul and a half from Liam Hook. The initial pullback on the wrist, and then looks like a bit of a wrestling move from Hook on Ben Bradley, as that's been turned around the corner for Nolan. Nolan's into the area as a sliding foul tackle, no foul. It's a hooked across goal, out of play, and that was a choice made by Jesse Aaron. All eyes straight onto the referee. A judge to have won enough of the ball. And I think ultimately the correct decision was made by Stuart Cheek, our match official. As we are in the final minute of regulation time of the 90, as Welch, one of the first things he's had to do in better part of half an hour, I think, clear the ball long downfield, as Barnes trying to get onto it, looking to switch it through Cotton onto this left-hand side with Simon Walmsley. I think he was expecting a run from from Thomas Walmsley. It was not coming, and that'll be picked up by Welch. Let's see how long is going to be added in just a moment. Davis sends it downfield, looking for Barnes. Barnes is going to drive into the area with it. I thought he tried to cut it back inside. As it is, it's into the hands of Joshua Hales, the Yaxley keeper. Closed down by Barnes. He's able to get a really good clearing ball. As Walmsley backs into Afosu. It's been picked up by Bunga. Now Bunga able to drive through the centre of defence into midfield. It's been picked up by Matty Miles, though, who he's had a really strong game today, Matty Miles. As Nolan driving, he's got Walmsley for company. Tries to send it through to Barnes. He finds him. Barnes hooks it back to Nolan in the area. Nolan using the tricky feet, and that's going to be a corner kick. We got 3 minutes time added on. Again, Nolan twisting and turning in the area. And one of the Yaxley defenders able to get a boot to his shot. It's going to be taken by Ben Bradley on this near side, the right. Onto the penalty spot, headed down by Bunga. It's been volleyed clear to Simon Walmsley, now picked up by Thomas Walmsley. Those bridges, as a foul has been called by Stuart Cheek. Not 100% certain which Cambridge player is adjudged to have committed a foul. I think it must have been Bridges. As we are into time added on, 3 minutes went up on the board. I make it that we should be about 60 seconds from the end of this one, as that's been headed away by Afosu. Now to John Paul Duncliffe. Toby Salmon does really well, shows his strength by Battersby. Drives past Davis, no foul. And Connor Barnes has space to run into. It's going to be picked up by Aaron. Has players joining him, shoots on goal, whips it across the face of goal. Out of play for a goal kick. Again, did have an absolutely long-busted run from Simon Swinton. But saw an opening and decided to have a pot shot himself. Connor Barnes. And that is that. Cambridge City with the 4-1 win. They advance in the Isuzu FA Trophy. They're headed to the second qualifying round after a fantastic 4-1 victory over Yaxley Town. A brilliant performance, very dominant performance by Cambridge City from start to finish. In that, the Yaxley goal really coming against the run of play. A bit of a speculative effort, but one that you have to respect at all times. Player like the 88 camera with his turning shot. But the man of the match, surely, the man of the moment, definitely Ed Rolfe. His hat-trick. Ultimately, the difference between the two teams. And like we said on the broadcast, he had 3 real different types of goal in his hat-trick. The first, a cool, calm, collected finish. The second, able just to nudge it over the line after a real goalmouth scramble. And the third, a moment of genius, an absolutely fabulous strike from the edge of the area, leaving Joshua Hales with absolutely no chance. Of course, the scoring got underway. Scott Bridges, he capitalised on a Yaxley error for a cool finish. Powerfully struck past Josh Hales. And of course, the 88 camera goal from Yaxley caught Joe Welch a little bit short off his line. Welch thought he'd done enough just to tip it back over the bar. Instead, it trickled into the Cambridge City goal. But all for naught for Yaxley. They are eliminated from the Isuzu FA Trophy. Cambridge City, though, they advance. And again, what sort of confidence boost is this win going to prove to what is the 18th side in the league? We're going to find out over the next couple of weeks. And we hope to be able to bring you much more Cambridge City games live from Bridge Road. That's going to do it from us. In the Isuzu FA Trophy first qualifying round, Cambridge City have won it 4-1 over Yaxley Town. We'll speak to you soon.